right, so here he is, MMA's human highlight film, Edson Jr. Barboza. When he knocked out Terry Edom with that wheel kick at UFC 142, I thought the arena was gonna crumble to the ground. I had never felt an arena shake like that before, and it's been one highlight after the next for Barboza ever since.
And that highlight, that kick will be shown long after Edson Barboza is done fighting. It's one of those things that will stand the test of time. And it's because he's able to set things up in so many different ways, from the body kicks to the leg kicks to the great hands. That's why Terry Edom didn't see that. There's no windup to anything that Edson Barboza ever does. He's one of the most brutalizing strikers that we've ever seen step foot in the octagon.
And the only thing that has eluded him, of course, is a UFC title. Let's see if he can move towards that goal with another one here tonight. Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion, and he believes that tonight it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. Jose Aldo Jr. He is set to go, and that means so are we for this highly anticipated co-main event. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Edson Jr. Barboza. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Jose Aldo Jr.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Well, most of his foes have needed crutches after the fight. Here is Jose Aldo Jr. getting set for yet another UFC appearance. Going to be interesting to see what the strategy is tonight. If he goes to the leg kicks early, he can grapple with the best of them. Jose Aldo Jr. back on the big stage here. All right, we will see how Jose Aldo Jr. chooses to proceed, and it looks as though he's going to work off of that jab and low leg kick here early in this one.
I mean, ever since Jose Aldo started boxing with the Brazilian Marines, his hands have just gotten so much better. But he is known for the outside leg kick. It's his calling card, and if you're Jose Aldo, you want to fight behind that.
And that left hook landed on the button. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Ooh!
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Frantic pace early on to this one. Man, not sure if there was a gentleman's agreement for no feeling out. They are getting after it right out of the chute.
No feeling out process. These guys are here to end this fight quickly. Nice kick.
Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Leg kick is true.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Push kick there to the body. Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Rips the body there. All right, champ, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy is digging his shin into hit the thigh. What a tremendous performance by this guy.
Lands a big elbow there. Oh, good block there. Telegraph that spinning back fist. So 28 total strikes have now landed for Edson Jr. Barboza. One of the most spectacular strikers we have in this sport today, Edson Barboza. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Oh, rips the body shot there. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Beautiful jab there by the champ. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. Late round action here, and it has been vintage Jose Aldo all night, mixing up his weapons absolutely beautifully on the feet.
He's mixing them up beautifully, and he's doing a great job of recognizing, hey, this is where I'm best. I know my hands are great. I know my grappling's great. But when I get these leg kicks going, no one can go with me. It's showing again why Jose Aldo is just a man.
Yeah, left hook found its target.
High fighting on both sides, and both of these guys are giving it as good as they're taking it. The fighter's on point tonight, lands a beautiful kick.
Nice hook there by Aldo. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. I'm not even sure what I'm watching right now. He doesn't seem to respect those high leg kicks whatsoever, despite the obvious visible damage we now see.
And you could see it early, John. Very early you saw that he was almost dismissive of that attack. But I believe that now we're getting to a point where if he doesn't address it, he's gonna get finished with leg kicks.
20 seconds to go in round one. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Nice shot to the body.
Round two straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Well, good pace to this one. Round two is here already. The king of Rio, Jose Aldo versus Edson Barboza. All right, here we go with our next round. And how about the striking display in that previous round? He found a lot of openings upstairs. And when we sat down with him on Thursday, he said this dude doesn't move his head, and largely that's how it's played.
That's exactly how he thought it would be, and it's exactly what he's seeing early in the fight. Opponent's not moving his head, and he's more than happy to connect over and over with those 1-2.
Finds his range with the jab. Oh, gotta be be careful taking too many of those leg kicks. That's good defense to block that punch. Oh! Barboza's thigh starting to show serious signs of bruising now.
Beautiful placement on that flying knee.
All right, so as advertised thus far, as these fighters continue to trade strikes.
What a nasty kick. That was thrown with ill intent.
He's got a good leg kick. There it is.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, once gets checked, you got the Anderson Silva situation.
Barboza's left leg would appear to be compromised at this point in time. You see he's limping, having a hard time putting weight on it, and it appeared as though it was that last kick that did the damage.
Right hand is a bomb.
Leg kick checked by Edson Jr. Barboza. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Try to establish that jab.
That's how you control the fight. Keep fighting behind the jab.
Barboza's now switching his stance. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
Establishing the jab. .79 total strikes have landed for Jose Aldo. And if you care, just over 40% on the connection rate thus far, 41% accuracy tonight against Edson Barboza. Under 90 seconds to go. Well-placed kick there by Aldo. Great upper body movement defensively, slips another strike there, and offensively, he hasn't been a world beater, but defensively, he's been strong tonight.
And that has to cause frustration for the opponent. Not being able to hit a guy that you want to really put away. But that's a testament to the head and the activity and the awareness of this fighter defensively.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Aldo gets lit up by that uppercut. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Barboza's strike attempt there is blocked. 30 seconds to go in the round. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. Barboza's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, there's the end of the round. We'll show you some of the highlights. It must feel pretty damn good to knock a man down like that.
It feels good to knock a man down, and most times you don't even feel it. It's the ones that you don't even recognize that landed hard are the ones that usually put your opponent out. It landed right on the sweet spot, and he hurt his opponent very badly.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes, and a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut man in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only gonna continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up, but I think that is the key. The mental is what's gonna allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're gonna have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
Aldo gets hit by that leg kick. Barboza's... Back to the feet now. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
That calf is just getting tortured. I'm not sure how much more I need to see. He's going to be the Karate Kid in a minute.
Yeah, he's going to be hopping on one foot here in a second because there's nothing he's going to do to change the way that this fight is playing out. It's hard to watch, and it's hard to watch a team just allow their fighter to take this type of damage.
Nice hook lands.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing stroke.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Aldo's hook shot blocked, though, by the defense. Nice job getting that guard up to prevent any further damage. Under 2 minutes now to go. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Edson Jr. Barboza. Well, these numbers unofficial, DC, but 116 total strikes have now landed for Edson Barboza. And landing with 35% accuracy here against Jose Aldo.
Let's work.
Well, really playing to that length when he landed that punch. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Under a minute now to go in the round. Well, that lead leg is compromised at this point in time, as is his mobility. That bruising is out of control.
He wants to switch stances, but he's not as good on the opposite side. So he can try to protect the leg, but then all of his other weapons are not nearly as effective. He's got some questions to answer now.
Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick. Well, he's done a great job with his leg attacks all night, but particularly to that meat on the thigh. We might get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, it feels like it's an eventuality. It feels like this guy is going to get finished by leg kicks. You can see very early that he should have addressed this. He didn't, and now he's paying for it.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over, but the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing. Oh, man, that leg's all beat up.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Come on, let's work.
Aldo's left leg is now compromised. Perhaps it was that last kick, but clearly you can see he is dealing with a limp, and that could be a storyline that continues as this fight rolls on. Nice 1-2 there. Lands the kick to the body there. Able to check that kick as well. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, you heard it bad.
Aldo's trying for a submission here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yo.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up in a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Aldo gets up, and somewhat surprisingly, despite having a dominant position on the ground, he wants to take this fight back to the feet. Oh! Just over 2 minutes to go. Aldo's taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here. Just misses with that one. Oh, Superman punch. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Man, both fighters realizing a lot lot of success early. Back and forth we go. Left hook to the head. Under a minute to go in round 4. Ooh, found a home for that knee. Barboza circling now towards the left. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Seconds to go. Lands the front kick to the body. Now nice work on the feet by Barboza. Oh! Final seconds here.
Great block there.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out to the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round as we showed you some of the highlights, DC, and there was a big knockdown there. Thought he might get the finish. We'll see if he gets it in the next round.
Well, if he lands that shot again, it will be over. It will be a finish. You don't recover from 2 of those types of strikes. He found the right moment, he found the opening, and landed that big strike.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
5th and final round. Oh, nice jab by Aldo. Big power shot there. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Oh, Superman punch is good. You can tell he's been working on that.
Tremendous body kick lands for this guy. What a fun fight. These two are going back and forth.
All right, so I don't have to tell the viewers the bruising on that thigh is getting more problematic by the minute. He just hasn't had any answer for that weapon tonight.
He hasn't had any answers. I mean, he hasn't done anything to try and deter his opponent from throwing leg kicks. He has not countered. He has not checked. He has not done anything to make him think twice about throwing his kick, and that is why he finds himself in this situation.
Just misses with the straight left hand. Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This fight has been all action from the opening horn.
I mean, what a phenomenal fight. Both fighters should be very proud of themselves.
Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range. Lead left by Barboza. 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
What a great job getting that kick to the target.
All right, so I'm not sure if he can take a singular strike to that thigh and stay standing. Remarkable toughness, but this could end soon.
Time and time again, this guy talks about, I don't want to be known just for being tough. He's had to rely on that far too many times in his career. And tonight, it seems like he's going to be finished by leg kicks.
Oh, hook to the head by Aldo. Now a kick to the body.
Oh, left hook.
2 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, lands the overhand up
right in his face. Nice punch to the head.
Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Really smart approach by the offensive fighter, badgering that cut. More blood by the minute.
If head movement wasn't important early, it's very important now because that cut has gotten a lot worse.
Down the stretch we come, final round, and what a fight, what a performance on both sides. They'll be feeling it tomorrow, but all right, so the referee has called a halt to the action here, likely to have the doctor come in and look at the swelling around that eye. Not good, DC.
You cannot allow these fighters to determine whether or not they can win. When you have this type of swelling, you got to take a close look to see if the guy can compete.
He's taking a close look. Going back to the referee, looks as though he's going to allow the action to continue. Fans like that decision, but for the compromised fighter, maybe got to take some chances.
He's going to take a lot of chances now because he's got to rush. He cannot be as patient as he intended to be with that amount of swelling. Big kick lands.
Oh, nice counter punch there. Again, we talked about the reach advantage off the top of the show. Certainly paid dividends for him there.
Nice, solid punch lands.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. 45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, beautiful jab there by Edson Barboza.
Oh, he hurt him.
That's a good kick by him right there. Unable to connect with a right hook. 15 seconds to go. Back and forth we go. Heavy kick late from the champ. Well, what a title fight it was, what a showcase it was for this division, but at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
Official decision now in, the buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Jose Aldo Jr.
All right, Jose Aldo goes to the scorecards, but gets it done by decision and didn't force the finish tonight. It didn't materialize, and as you always tell me, that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay to just win. It's not like he wasn't trying to finish, but sometimes your opponent is just that good. Jose Aldo strapped in, he settled in, and he got the job done. I thought this was one of his better performances, even though it was a decision. And
there was just something undeniably special about having the chance to watch this man compete. Congratulations to the King of Rio, Jose Aldo Jr.